You open your eyes to a dimly lit room. Fire crackles in the nearby fireplace. Light from a nearby phone lights up more of your scenery. Nearby is an unlit candle sitting idle near a window where the black night sky looms over the mansion's grounds. A repetitive knock lingers, echoing from the room's door, beckoning you to venture the deserted halls. Don't Knock Twice is a horror game where you trek through a largely empty mansion and uncover its deeper and darker secrets. The story is based on the film of the same name. A mother is trying to save her daughter with possibly a witch by the name of Baba Yaga standing between them. Cryptic text messages and notes scattered around lay out the story, and it won't be completely clear what is happening until near the end of the game. The game does open up a bit, letting you decide which area you want to go to first, and sometimes you may find a clue that will help you in another area, which feels pretty rewarding and gives you an accomplished sense of progression. The game does well enough sound-wise with some nice effects of creaky doors and a thunderstorm that creates some tension while you are walking around, but a lot of the other miscellaneous sounds like pouring water, fire, vases breaking, and the like come off flat and uninspired. Sometimes sounds will get cut off abruptly as well. It does its job well enough for the player to get immersed in the game though. Graphically, the game looks pretty dated, with very flat surfaces and not a lot of detail, but you won't be able to notice if you follow the game's instructions and lower the brightness down to the point where you won't be able to see anything at all, including the actual jump scares. Your visibility is supposed to be dark, as you are meant to wander around lighting hung candles, as well as having your phone light up the way. There's even an achievement for getting through the game without lighting a candle, but I found that pumping the brightness up so I'm not continuously running into walls to be a more enjoyable experience. Though there is some merit to the presentation and mechanics of the game, as well as it being interesting in the aspect of the game giving you options about what area to tackle next, it all falls flat and feels mediocre. The game also ultimately culminates to a weird and rough ending that doesn't really solve anything or justifies your actions throughout the game. With some pretty poor sound design and weak jump scares, the faint of heart would have no trouble trudging through the halls. Don't Knock Twice is a short game clocking in possibly around 2 hours on your first playthrough, and when you know where everything is, you can easily go back and complete it in under an hour. There is some fun to be had, but I would only recommend this to true fans of horror that only want a small itch of something different. I give Don't Knock Twice a 4 out of 10.